What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are playing 20 Strong as this box says. And what's 20 Strong? Well, it's a game, it's a solo game from Cheap Theory Games where you are rolling these dice and you are trying to achieve victory depending which deck you are playing. Today we are playing deck called Solar Sentinels. And in this deck, the story is that... Story is irrelevant. What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and welcome to another gameplay video. Today we are playing 20 Strong as this box says. It is a new game from Cheap Theory Game. It's a solo game about rolling dice, defeating some cards and trying to win over the deck. Now, depending which deck you are playing the game differs a little bit. These dice are always used in each of the decks, but the decks are doing something different, each of them. Today we are playing Solar Sentinels, and in this game today we have 3 stacks of 15 creatures. We need to deplete one of them before we can attack one of the bosses over here. We don't still know which boss are we going to find and fight against, so we have to be prepared for anything. Now, this is my first gameplay. I just read the rules and I just started press the record and we'll see what happens. Now, I expect to make some rule misses, some gameplay misses that happen, stuff like that. I'm just doing this for fun and so you can see how the game plays and if you like it or not. Now, just to quickly explain you, throughout the game we are going to roll these dice and they are different colors because they have different strengths to them. So the yellow ones have a lot of misses on them. They have like just 1 hit and 1 crit. So if I roll this is a miss. Okay, the yellow one doesn't show it that well. Let me show you on the purple one. So if I roll this one, this is a miss. This doesn't do nothing. If I roll this is a hit. And if I roll this one with like a circle going around the star, that's a crit. Crit does 2 damage and a hit does 1 damage to the monsters. And of course each round I will go through the activation phase where I will activate one monster from here, put it in an active zone and do whatever he does. Some of them will bring extra monsters, some of them have special abilities that don't give you stuff to do, like for example the Berserker. He tells you that you can only put, he will give you to remove some cards from the stacks once he is defeated. This one doesn't let you to apply different color cubes to monster. You need to hit them with only 1 color if you want to defeat them, stuff like that. So we need to get rid of him as soon as possible. When they are orange, we need to like put them first in the active area. We need to attack them first before we can go on to these yellow guys. And basically that's that. We have our character. I haven't explained the character. We are playing today, completely randomly chosen, all of this. We play Galhad the Lancer. He has an auto javelin. Before each exhaust dice step, before I put dice that I used, they get exhausted. I don't get all of them back, so I have to be really careful which dice I'm using. I may return up to 2 committed crit dice back to the pool, then I exhaust everything. So that means if I roll lots of crits, that's going to be really good for me. Really good. And that is that. We can start playing the game. And first thing first, I have a little rule book with me so I can just remind myself about phases and everything, because as I said, I never played the game before, so I don't want to miss anything, or at least I want to reduce it to a minimum. So first thing first we need to activate something, and looking from these I need to activate any of these 2 guys. And if I kill this one, he gives me a stun gun, which is really cool. But this one heals me for 2 points and I start with 1 health. I have 3 strategy, which means I can do activation phase, strategy phase 3 times, and or just strategy phase, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's what I need a rule book for. So I have strategy, how many times you can hold, how many items I can, how many times you can go to the strategy phase each round. And the strategy phase means that I commit dice, I roll dice, I apply dice. Okay, so activation means that I only activate one of them. one of the stacks. I choose one of the stacks and activate one of the monsters, and I want to activate the Berserker because I want to get the heal going. And to kill him I need to do 4 damage to him, and I need to, or otherwise he will deal me 2 damage. I only have 1 health, which means I am toasted if I don't do that. So for my first strategy, since I need 4 damage, I will commit all 4 of these purple dice because they have most hits, so I believe they will do good to me. And let's see how it goes. Let's roll. And of course I roll 1 miss and I rolled 3 hits, which is enough. Okay, so I don't have to commit any dice yet. So for my second strategy, I can just go, so commit dice, roll dice, and apply dice. Okay, I need to apply them before I continue. So I will apply 3 of these dice to this guy, and then I will commit the red one because it does not have any miss on them. So I'm just gonna roll it, because if I get a crit I can get it back for free. So that's a 4th hit, and I'm done. I'm okay, I'm fine with it. So now we have to go through the steps of strategy higher than 1. You may repeat the strategy phase. Additional dice. I'm just looking if I'm doing everything correctly. So now we have a resolve phase, and we need to suffer any damage. Luckily he is dead, so we don't get any damage from him. Then he has an after effect that says count the total number of applied dice, discard that many cards from the top of any stack, 1 at a time, which means I can discard that many cards from the tops of any stacks. Okay, so I can go easily from 1. Okay, so for example I can move this one because he brings +1 monster with him, and he doesn't give me the option to put multiple colors, which I really don't like. So we are going to move this guy over here. We're just going to keep a discard all the way up here. So that's 1. This one doesn't have any special ability, he just brings monster, but he has 6 health, so I don't want to do that, even though his ability is really good. Exhaust 2 committed blue dice, misses to set your to 3 and recover 3 dice. Okay, he has really cool ability, but I don't want to do that. So that's 1. My god, this guy is 8. I don't want to face that, so we're gonna move that one. That's 3. And this one I don't like because he does some damage to me. I'm already low on health, so that's 4. So I'm gonna remove him, and that means, and I also, since I killed him, automatically I get 2 health, which brings me up to 3, which is okay. And now what happens is all these dice are removed and they are not used. I can, because I have this arrow pointing down saying 2, that means I can recover 2 dice, and I will take these 2 dice back into my pool because this is obvious choice, and of course there's too many purples, I can only take 1. Okay, roll the 3 weakest dice committed this engagement. If you roll at least 2 hits, banish a purple. Okay. But I don't have any purple to banish. Well, that's interesting. And this guy, of course, is defeated. I got what I got from him, from his instant ability, and we continue. After the exhaust dice and recover dice phase, we have item reward. We have a cleanup phase, and since we are playing 20 strong, its special ability in the cleanup phase is a stack discard, which says that I must choose the top conflict card from one of the stacks and discard it, but it cannot be the orange one. So I need to discard one of these 2 cards, and I don't like when they bring extra monsters, but he's only 2 health, so when defeated, if not the first enemy defeated this engagement, discard the top 2 cards from the leftmost stack. Okay, so since I put them in this order, we are going to consider this left, middle, and then this right, okay? So for any purposes of left and right. And if are applied to any enemies, discard the top card from all 3 stacks. Oh my god, this is really cool ability. Okay, so Oh, but this one had, okay, so I want to keep this one. This one gives me to recover all the blue dice that are exhausted or used or whatever. But this one says that I roll all exhausted dice and all that are hits are automatically recovered. And since I have lots of purple already here, that's what I'm going to keep. So I'm just gonna remove this one from the stack. And but first, of course, we need to try and attack this guy over here. So yeah, a new activation phase. We bring this guy, Total War Spore. He says at the end when it's the not the end, when it's the resolve phase. I have to print out a cheat sheet for me. When it's the resolve phase, roll the 3 weakest dice committed this engagement. If you roll at least 2 hits, banish a purple one. So I guess we can use, but if I banish a purple one, that means that I will not be able. Okay, so at the end of each strategy phase, return all committed misses. Okay, so this one says that I need to reduce this one so I can return only 1 die, but for infinity I get all my misses back automatically, which is really cool. So yeah, okay, activation phase. Let's take, so he needs 5 damage, and I will just take these dice and roll them and try to kill him. Let's see what we have. Oh my god, I got 5 hits. Okay, so this is crazy, this is insane. Okay, so these were all the dice that we committed to this roll, and he is defeated. So his ability, so we are now into the resolve stage phase, and this after effect says roll 3 weakest dice committed this engagement. So 3 weakest dice must be this one, and this one. And if you roll at least 2 hits, banish a purple. So let's roll this one, and we roll the crit. Crit does count as 2 damage, but it still counts as 1 hit. That's the rule of the game. So we didn't roll 2 hits, we actually roll a crit miss. So that means we are fine. And even though I'm not sure what the banish means, let me just quickly, does the banish mean to completely remove it from the game? Let me just quickly check out the terminology. Banished, when a component is banished, it is removed from the game and can no longer be used. Ooh, luckily for me, I just thought I would like put it in a discard pile or stuff like that. Okay, so now I have this guy with me, and I will just keep him here like a reminder. So all of these dice are now into the exhaust area, and this one says that I just put this one arrow down, reduce 1 arrow down, and at the end of each strategy phase, return all committed misses. And my only miss was the yellow one, which means I can return it, and I can return 1 because I am at 1, and I of course will return the red one because it has all the hits and everything. And yeah, okay. Oh, I also, did I have a crit? No, I didn't have a crit. Okay. I didn't commit any crit because they can return automatically, and we are up to the next stage, next turn. But before that, we need to discard something. Hits on red and deals 0 damage. Okay, so for this guy, okay, I want to remove this guy because my crits and purple ones deal 0 damage. They are completely now. But maybe not, because he has really cool stuff over here. He says that I may exhaust 1 die from my dice pool to make a hit on a yellow, deal 2 damage disengagement. That's a cool thing. If this enemy is not defeated, place it on top of any stack. Its reward is now During activation, activate one fewer enemy that required minimum of one. Okay, so this one is cool, but discard the top 2 cards from the leftmost stack. Okay, so we need to remove one card. I'm just gonna remove this guy before we start the new activation phase and all that. Okay, so next activation comes. We have now a maximum of 1 die of each color can be applied in each apply dice step. Well, that's while the exhausted area contains 8 or more dice, hits on a blue deal 2 damage. Oh my god, the blue become really powerful if I have lots of exhausted dice here with this guy. Roll all exhausted dice and recover any of the roll hits. Okay, so I want to attack this guy, and since he does 3 damage, oh my god, now if I want to bring, I need to bring another one, and I need to bring oh, okay, I think I'm woo, I think I am dead now, but we are going to have to see that. So I have to bring another one, and since this one is orange, he needs to come into play. And he also brings another one with him, and it's the orange one over here, so this one needs to come into play. So that's what I need to face now. Luckily this one does 0 damage, this one does 1 damage, this one does 3 damage. So if I just kill this one, I'm fine. I can receive 1 damage, I'm good with it. But let's see what all of these guys do. So this one says, in each roll dice step, count the number of rolled misses, take the same number of rolled hits, or as many as possible, and re-roll them. Oh my god, this one is really wild. And this one says, when defeated, if not the first enemy defeated this engagement, discard the top 2 cards from the leftmost stack, from this stack, that is. And this one says a maximum of 2 dice can be applied to this enemy, which means I can just slowly trying to kill them, but he does 0 damage, so that's fine. Okay, let's see if we can defeat this guy somehow. Okay, so, but we need to defeat him first. Yeah, he's really, if he's not defeated first, I can discard some stuff, but I need to defeat him first because he has 3 damage on him. And he said return all committed misses. Okay, let's see, how are we going to +1 or recover 3 dice, roll all exhausted dice and recover any. Since this one shows 3, that means that I can only have 3 items, so I need to be careful in which order I get these cards. Okay, this one I will not get, so, but this one I will automatically use. Okay, so this is the plan. We are going to attack this one first, this one second. This one will probably stay alive, but he does 0 damage, which is okay. And we have to be careful about this ability over here, because a lot of misses will create a lot of extra misses or stuff like that. So, okay, but I need to commit like a lot of dice. So I'm gonna commit like all of these dice. I'm probably playing all this wrong. I'm committing too much dice, but what can you do? Because they have like lots of damage on them, you know. Okay, so we have 3 misses. We have a crit and 3 hits. And this one says, in each rolled dice step, count the number of rolled misses. We roll 3 misses. Take the same number of rolled hits, or as many as possible, and re-roll them. So that means that we need to re-roll 3 of these guys. And we get another miss, but fortunately we got a crit that counts as 2 hits, which means this crit automatically kills this one. And since this one can only be added 2 dice in the roll dice step, previous strategy phase is optional. Okay, so a maximum of 2 dice can be applied to this enemy. So yeah, we are going to commit the red one to this one over here. And this one says, at the end of each strategy phase, return all committed misses. So this is the end of the strategy phase, and we return all of these at the end of each strategy phase. And we are now going, we are now going on a second strategy phase, and this one is defeated, but we still don't receive the items because they are not immediate effects, because that would be really, really cool to receive. And we are going to continue to second strategy phase, and for a second strategy phase I'm just going to commit everything because I have a plan, trust me. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so we have like gazillion misses, which I kind of planned for because I know I will return all of them back, but I also got 2 hits. And since I rolled a lot of misses, I need to re-roll these hits, and I only got 1 hit, which is not good, but I will apply it to this guy over here, and all of these misses come back to me because of my scorched moon policy. And for my third strategy, I'm just gonna commit again all of these and attack these guys and see how it goes. And now we actually did some really good stuff. We rolled 2 crits and a hit, but unfortunately we have 4 misses rolled, which means we have to re-roll all of these guys. Oh man, if I have 2 crits now, I can apply 2 dice to this guy and kill it immediately. So this roll, 2 crits and hit, if I didn't have to re-roll it, a perfect roll to kill all of these 3 guys. But what can you do? Okay, so I just got another crit, which means it will be enough to kill this guy over here, which is actually something that I really want. And all of these committed misses, because at the end of each strategy phase, return all committed misses, and I just return all of them over here. And these 2 guys are dead. So this one, when I kill him, he says I got +1, or I can recover 3 dice, but I will want to take +1, so I can take 2 dice back, and he goes away. And this one has an item that says roll all exhausted dice and recover any that rolled hits. And I think that's a one-time use ability. Let me just quickly check the... Yeah, it's a single use ability. So when can I use it? Can I use it immediately? When can I use my items? Let me just quickly check out through the rules. When can I use my items? Oh, okay, I found it. Item rewards are not gained at this time. So when the recover dice phase comes, I will choose gain item rewards and then clean up. Skip activation for the first activation in game. The deck will contain undefeated card remains. We have 1 undefeated card remains in a cleanup phase. And item rewards are gained during the gain item reward step and are held in your inventory. May be used for the benefit printed on them and then discarded. Ongoing item. Okay, so I can use it now and discard it, and I will. So I will use this one. It says roll all exhausted dice and recover any that roll hits and crits, of course. So I will use this dice and I will roll all of these dice. I'm just gonna roll them over here, you know, because and this one is under the table. The blue one tried to escape. Okay, so let's see how many do we get back. Okay, so all that are miss don't come back, and okay, so this is also a miss. So all of these come back, and let me just keep them as they were. The green, and then the blue, and then the purple, and then the red by the strength, so we know how to do stuff. Okay, and I can return up to 2 of them, and I want to return the purple ones because they are strong, and I have some enemies over here that I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay, so next turn. Before next turn, we need to discard something, and we need to exhaust at least one stack to be able to attack the boss. And I'm just gonna remove this guy because this stack is the lowest by now, and items cannot be used. Oh my god, when this one enters play, I can't use items. Return all committed. I can't return committed misses. Ooh, that's really nasty stuff. Really nasty stuff. Okay, let's see. And this one does 0 damage. Oh, I just now realized reading this rule that I completely miss a rule. When I go in a second strategy and when I introduce new dice, I can take those misses and re-roll them. Because this one says in the roll dice step, re-rolling unapplied hits from previous strategy phases is optional. That means that I have to do them. Wait, after you apply. Let me just quickly read the rules. You may repeat the strategy phase. The total number of cannot exceed your each in your strategy phase. You then all apply. Oh my god! I can re-roll the dice that were not applied. Actually, I must re-roll dice that are not applied, even the hits or the misses. Doesn't matter if they are not applied to the enemies. Like for example, this one says that I can only apply 2 dice to them, so I need to re-roll them. Man, that changes stuff a little bit. So as I said, I do miss some of the rules, but not much. So this one I don't like because the reds or purples deal 0 damage if he is in play, and I don't like that. That's during, yeah. That's during play, so I really want to get rid of him. Going over to discard him. So this one tells me I can't use items. This one says a maximum of 1 die of each color can be applied in each applied dice step. And he does 2 damage. My god. While the exhausted area contains 8 or more dice, hits on a blue deal 2 damage. See, he has some really cool ability, but all my blue dice are over here. So which one are we going to face? Okay, I'm going to go and face this guy over here. He is now, oh my god, this one brings 2 extra enemies with him, which is something I really don't want now. And let's see. This one says I can't use items, which means my committed misses will not return to me, which is most unfortunate, but I can still re-roll them. That's really good. And I can only apply 2 dice on this guy. Okay, I really want to remove this one from the play. So let's commit something like this. Let's go something like this and see what happens. Oh man. Okay, this is a great roll. I have 3 crit hits and 1 regular hit and 2 miss, which is fine. This one can only be applied 2 dice at a time, and I'll gladly apply 2 crits on him, and which is automatically kill him. And this one will receive these 3 damages. And now I can go into my second strategy and add more dice so I can reroll these. And this one needs only 2 more hits to be finished with. I'll add 2 greens and just roll all of these. And I get 1 hit, which is not enough. So I need to go into my third strategy and hope for the best. I'll just get 1 yellow just to get to reroll all of these. And hope that I will get 1 more hit. Oh, I get even more than I hoped for. So I get a hit and a crit and whatnot. So all of these are now going over here. And we now go into the defeated stage. Now this guy is defeated, this guy is defeated. So I will remove this one and just take them into my possession. And this one says I can banish 2 dice from my dice pool to immediately defeat any monster that has enemy that has 1 on it. And I don't think I will do that, but I'll keep the item. Who knows? Maybe it will help me. Maybe if this guy is level 1, who knows? But this one says in the roll dice step, re-rolling unapplied hits from previous strategy phases is optional. Okay, so I can save hits for different let's just put it over here as a reminder of what I have. Okay, and I have 3 items. I'm at the maximum. I believe I can discard items to get new ones. We'll see. Okay, so I want to remove this one now because he brings a 2 monsters with him, which I really don't want. And what if I have more than 3 items? If any of single use, you may gain by placing card in your inventory. That's what I knew, but what happens if I get more? You can go, how many times you can go, how many items you can hold. It doesn't say anything if I get more items. The strategy phase has 3 steps. You may be able to repeat the phase carrying out its steps. Commit dice, roll dice, apply dice. Yeah, each time you apply, defeated. When defeated, instant reward, gain the rewarded immediately. Gain the reward is optional. Item rewards are not gained. Resolve the phase, recover dice. It just says gain item rewards. If any of the conflict cards you defeat, item, placing them in your inventory. And you are ready for the next round. Undefeated card remains, rewards. Oh, items. Items can be used at any time except during the roll dice step. You may discard items at any time. Okay, so I can discard items at any time. That means that I can discard this one to banish dice, you know, stuff like that. So, okay, so we need to face this guy. And okay, oh, I forgot, I need to did the guy, yeah, okay, nothing, it's fine. I can return 2 dice and I will return 2 of these dice. Oh my god, this does not look good at all. So yeah, I wanted to check out when I attacked now, I could have wasn't I able to return all the misses like back because I defeated the guy? I'm not really sure, I can't remember now. Yeah, all the misses should have been returned over here, but I forgot what dice were misses, so we are not going to do that. And we are going to start our next turn, which means we are going to attack Enthralled Kin. This one says it only has 1 health, so I guess it will be okay. Let's see what he does. A maximum of 3 dice can be committed disengagement. Well, that's nice. When defeated, if this was the first enemy defeated, disengagement, place this card back on top of a stack. So I need to defeat him as the second one. Oh my god. And this one banishes all misses in the active area, but actually all misses go over here. So I'm gonna try and face, okay, because he brings also 1 more with him. I'm gonna take this one, and now this one looks really interesting. If I banish 2 dice from the game, I can defeat any number 1 monster. And if I kill this one, if I defeat this one first and then defeat this one second, that means nothing of this will happen. And my red can deal 3 damage. item is really good. Okay, so yeah, so that's how we are going to probably do this. I'm going to commit all 4 of these dice. And I get 4 hits, which is actually decent, which means I don't have actually to use this item. In the roll dice step, rerolling. Okay, so yeah, I will get rid of this one because I don't have use of it, and I really want to keep this one for the future turns. And yeah, okay, so let's completely redo this step, because this one says a maximum of 3 dice can be committed this engagement, which means I could not have rolled 4 dice. So I will just return 1 purple and roll all together again, repeat the turn because I cheated a little bit. And I still get all the hits, which is pretty decent. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 3 hits over here to defeat this one. And this one says, I will use this item now. Banish 2 dice from your dice pool to immediately defeat 1 enemy. And my dice pool will be banished by 2 yellows. So these are out of the game. And I automatically can defeat number 1 enemy. Since this one is number 1, I will defeat this guy, and this guy is also defeated. And we go to the resolve step. There's no misses to return back over there. And this one gives me an item, which is pretty cool. And this one also gives me an item that deals a lot of cool damages, which means because I can only hold 3, I need to discard something, and I will discard this one. In the roll dice step, rerolling unapplied hits is an optional thing, so yeah, that's gone. And I can now return 2 dice to the pool, and of course I will return these 2 dice to the pool. And no, I will return a blue one because I'm watching what this one is doing and I'm not liking it, because he says I can't apply purple damage, stuff like that. Or no, I will just take it like so. And now we need to we need to clean up. Yeah, that means that we need to remove some of these. I want to remove this guy. I really don't like, because he brings 2 new guys with him, and that's something that we don't want to work with. Okay, a maximum of 8 dice can be committed this engagement. Non-yellow dice can only be applied to this enemy if applied at the same time as yellow. Okay, so if I don't have yellow dice, I can't attack this guy actually, because non-yellow dice can't be applied to him, and I have 0 yellow dice. But I have a guy that says negate the effect of one or 2 enemy, level 1 or level 2, so I can negate his ability. But that means that I need to kill him instantly. I have this card that says that the red one does 3 damage, so I need at least deals 3 damage disengagement. So I needed at least 1 crit on the purple to be able to kill this guy, because then that would be 3 and this one would be 3, which is, oh my god, I lost all my dice. Okay, so a maximum of 1 die which color can be applied to each applied dice step. Okay, I guess I have to go for this one. And then, okay, I'm in a really tough spot. I'm not sure how to win this one. So yeah, let's try that. Let's try risk, because this stack is almost over. Let's try and risk it. Okay, we're going to attack this one. I'm going to spend this one over here to negate his ability. I'm just going to put it like so we don't look at it. So his ability is not important to us. And we are going to commit all of these dice. and hope for the crit from the purple. And we didn't get a crit from the purple, and that means negate the effect of one. Okay, so the effect stays. Okay, so I can go in a second strategy and now it's now we have to see. Okay, so I committed this, all of these over here, because this one says that red deals 3 damage disengagement, but this one says negate the effect of one or two enemy, number 1 or number 2 enemy. So I will negate this effect of it, but what happens if I go into the next round? He stays here, he deals 2 damage to me, and then we go into the new phase. What then I do? Does the negated ability still stays, or does this item, is this item discarded after use? Single use items may be used once for the benefit printed on them and then are discarded. Yeah, so he is discarded. So now this one stays here, and I think I am done. Okay, I can return 2 dice back to the pool, which means I need to return yellow, and I guess I'll take another yellow because I can only commit yellow to this guy. Non-yellow dice can only be committed with yellow dice, and I really don't want to do that. I just need 1 hit on him, and then I will use this one to say that this one does 3 damage, so this will be 4, 5, and then 1 is a 6, and he is done. But now, okay, and next thing I need to remove 1 card before because it's the game end and all that. 4 dice can be committed disengagement. So this one looks like easy to kill, but of course, because he does 2 damage to me, I'm only at 1 damage now, and it's before new turn starts. I need to remove something, and what I'm going to remove, 1 die from the dice pool to make, oh my god. So my dice management for this game is awful. I would say it's pretty awful. So yeah, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna remove this guy because I really want to go down this deck and see the boss. I want you to see the boss. I want to see you. I want you to see how I will fail this one. Okay, so yeah, this one, I guess I am dead if I put this one in play because he brings extra with him, and I'm not sure how can I survive this one because I'm on 1 health. I can't do anything because I only have 2 dice, and now it's the phase where I need to commit another card to attack me, and everything here requires more damage than I can deal. So I guess I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm lost. It was a good try. I was almost there. So what I can do is I can bring this card over here because it tells me that hits on red and purple deals 0 damage. Oh no, that means that this is 0 damage. So yeah, I don't want to take this one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Whichever one I take, it will bring some extra monsters with him. Okay, let's take this one, for example. I'm just gonna take him. A maximum of 1 die of each color can be applied in each apply die step, which is fine for now. Must first exhaust and apply it. Oh my god, this game is really hard. Okay, so we committed these 2 dice. We are going to make this roll. Okay, hit, and this one is what we rolled. And it says a maximum of 1 die of each color can be applied in each apply dice step. So we're going to apply this dice to this guy, and I'm going to spend this item to make a red deal 3 damage, which means this one is dead because this is 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how many damage he needs to be defeated. and misses go over here, pair this item that I have, and then I come in the second stage where I roll this one and get a crit actually, which is pretty cool. I will apply that crit to him, but unfortunately is the end of it, and I need to apply damage, and since I only have 1 health, I guess I picked the I'm dead. Yeah, so that's that, unfortunately. Oh, I'm battling allergies, sorry. I'm really trying not to sneeze right now. So yeah, I guess Galhad the Lancer is pretty tough one. Oh, every time I rolled a crit, I could automatically return the dice, which I completely forgot about that rule. Oh my god, so close, yet no. Oh, it was so close. Okay, so yeah, that was 20 strong. We were almost here, but we died, unfortunately. I guess I should, there is multiple heroes to choose from. I guess I should have choose somebody with 3 health, that starts with 3 health. Maybe there's some, oh, this one even has 4 health. I guess I should have started with him. It would give me a little bit more chances to survive. Each time you use an item, you may either heal for 2 or recover 2 dice. So see, this is the guy I should probably start the game for my first game with, and not the Lancer. But Lancer looked really interesting. He has like this hover bike and a lance, and it looked really interesting. But yeah, that is 20 strong Solar Sentinels, and yeah, the game is pretty tough. I like it. I like how the dice are used. I like that all of these different dice, you need to consider how many hits they have on them, which one you want to use, which one you don't want to use, and yeah, I think I would definitely play smarter next time. I would definitely go with the fewer dice and slowly build my damage. I don't want to like commit 5 dice from the start. You really want to commit like 2 or 3 dice, see how well you did, and then commit more dice. But yeah, I can't wait to dive into more decks. We have also Too Many Bones and Victorum, so I definitely want to check those out and see how they play. So yeah, that is that. I barely need to sneeze, and I want to finish this video before I do that. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for spending time with me, for subscribing, for supporting me on Patreon, all of that. If you want to see more videos like this, do subscribe. If you support me on a Patreon, it will help me greatly to improve my content. And yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, pozdrav.